Hello and welcome, my floppy pickles. How you doing today? It's Chris here, and today we're talking about the 5th tier monkey village here, primary expertise. And what I want to do though is I actually want to show you all the upgrades in order to get that primary expertise, because they all kind of combine and like interchange with each other just a little bit, compounding the effects of your monkey village. You want to understand all the upgrades before you get to the last 5th tier upgrade. Before we get there, though, I just want to let you guys know that I am back from my trip. I did go on a 4.5-day trip with my friends to a cabin. We had an absolute blast in Tennessee, and I did schedule all of my videos for the past 4 days or so, so I apologize if anything went sour or wrong or anything like that. I do know that a lot of people were complaining because they kept telling me, Chris, there's a delete balloon button, but all my videos were pre-made at that point and I couldn't fix it. So for the future, obviously I'm going to be fixing these things. I do read a lot of your guys' comments and I always take all of your stuff into consideration, so thank you for letting me know, but I'll be honest, it was a little bit annoying to see it on every single one of my videos. Anyways, sorry about that, but let's get started, man. So for this monkey village, alright, so as a 0-0, I gotta point out that a lot of people aren't understanding that it doesn't end up helping you make things cheaper. Only the monkey business and the monkey commerce are gonna make things cheaper now. The only thing that a 0-0 monkey village does is it makes it so anything in its range is gonna have more range. So you see my dart monkey, as soon as I put it in the range of this monkey village, its range is going to increase a little bit. It's a pretty decent amount, you know, I mean, I can't say exactly, I think it's something like 15% or something like that, so it's a decent range increase here. But that's really all the 0-0 monkey village does. Once you get up to the bigger radius, it does not make the tower's radius bigger, it just makes the monkey village's radius bigger. So now it's still going to increase the range of your dart monkeys the same amount here, it's not going to make it any bigger, just make it so you can fit more towers inside of this range. Chuckle Drums is going to increase the attack speed of all monkeys in the radius. So any dart monkey normally throws a dart every second or so. With this upgrade, he might throw every 0.9 seconds or so, a little bit faster. I don't know the numbers yet. I haven't looked up the code or anything like that, guys, but you know it just gives a slight speed boost. Once we get to this 3rd tier, this is where it gets really confusing here, guys. Primary training. Oh, what the heck does this do right here? Well, let's read about it really quick, man. Oh, crap. I gotta read about it in here now. I forgot to get it before I did that. Primary training, what it does is all primary monkeys in the radius get more range, pierce, and projectile speed. And this is sort of weird, because we're getting so many bonuses right here. We gotta explain what the heck it means. First of all primary monkeys, not towers, primary monkeys. That means only the towers that are blue over here. The dart monkey, boomer, cannon, tack, ice, and glue. These are the only towers that are going to be affected by this 3rd tier buff right here, the primary training. So, when it says all those bonuses, I gotta kind of try and explain it to you guys, because I feel, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I feel like Ninja Kiwi kind of just throws out the word damage and pierce and popping power, kind of just like willy-nilly, just throw it out however the heck they want, and sometimes it can be a little bit confusing. So let's explain that really quick. So when I click on these balloons right here, normally a dart monkey, without this monkey village right here, can only pop 2 red balloons. We send out 3 reds really quick, he's gonna go boop, and he's gonna pop, oh come on, I really don't have a freaking range here. There we go. Pops 2 balloons per shot. So now when I get another dart monkey over here, and I send out inside of the range of this 3rd tier monkey village, of course he shoots a little bit faster, he's a little bit more powerful, you could say. He's got more range now. But now we can also pop through 3 balloons per shot. So if I send out 1, 2, 3, 4 red balloons, you can see he's going to throw through 3 of these guys instead of just the 2. So you can see how if you start spamming some of these lower tier towers, or use it in combination with some sort of effective towers already, increasing the pierce of attack shooter from 1 to 2 can double his popping power. So using this thing correctly can be extremely, extremely effective. So think about that, guys. It's not going to work wonderfully for all the towers. You know, the cannon's not going to be all that much more powerful, but like the attack shooter and the low-level dart monkeys and low-level boomerangs, they're going to be increasing their popping power by a lot with just this one 3rd tier upgrade here. Once you get to primary mentoring, this gets even more interesting, because now all of the tier 1 upgrades are free. You can't get all 3 of the paths, but you can pick them. But you gotta pick them. You gotta make sure you actually click them and pick them. It will say free. So when we get primary mentoring now, if you click on this tack shooter, you can see I've got my 3 paths that I can pick from that are all free. It depends on what kind of tower you're building, but usually you probably want to just go for the most expensive upgrades. They're now officially free. But usually I like my tack shooter, 2 or something like that. I don't know. but it's only for the first tier upgrades that are free. So if you buy one of these guys like Sharp Shots, you're saving about 150 bucks, something like that. Long Range Darts, another 100 bucks or so. So it can definitely help you out, but it's not something that's extremely powerful, because we're not really expecting to get this thing until we're kind of late in the game, around 40 plus, maybe even around 50 plus. This is the only time we're actually going to start to buy this 4th tier guy. Once we get to this 5th tier, Primary Expertise, and I know I've taken a long time to get here, I apologize for that, but I wanted to explain all these upgrades kind of in a little bit of detail so you guys understand what you're doing with this thing. This one's really cool. Alright, all primary monkeys in the radius get tier 1 and 2 upgrades for free. Nothing in the world is free, guys, except when you have monkey villages. Gains Mega Ballista attack right here. What? Alright, so we gotta go. Oh, man, check this thing out. That thing looks beautiful. It's an absolute beautiful tower right here. So now, if you have towers in the range here, you can get them all up to 2nd tier for free. Don't forget to actually click them, though. And basically now we just kind of have super powered primary monkeys. That is our goal. We have super powered primary monkeys. We can spam a lot of these guys for fairly cheap, buy all the upgrades for, you know, not very much money. You know, spending just a little bit of money here can really make ourselves so much more powerful very, very quickly. Don't forget, he's got kind of a lot of range here, so if you do spam a lot of dart monkeys or a lot of tag shooters, a lot of boomerangs, something like that, this could be a great way to play your game. Now, we haven't done too many tests over here, but I actually think that in a lot of chimps modes and impoppable type modes, this might be one of the best ways to go. Buy one of these guys, buy a bunch of dart monkeys and boomerangs and tack shooters and stuff sort of in the front of the map to pop those Moab and BFB and Zoma God class balloons, and you're going to be rocking these things. Now, also, the Mega Ballista attack right here. We got to explain this thing as well, because it's actually quite confusing. Now, if I send out a quick Moab here, you're going to see the Mega Ballista attack just goes, sprays the Moab and does 200 whopping damage to this thing. Then when you see him attack these other balloons, you can see he does actually more than 200 damage, on top of kind of zooming around and making sure he doesn't miss the balloons. At least, not that much. He's not perfect, but he kind of like zooms around and tries to hit as many balloons as he possibly can. I think it bounces like twice almost, and it doesn't bounce off of the balloons really, it just kind of changes directions after it hits those things. But what's really interesting here is if I send out 10 Moabs, alright, 10 Moabs right here, let's click this thing. Oh, it doesn't. It's kind of too close over here. He can actually do 2,000 damage, though, if you do it correctly. So let me try and get these guys all on the screen at the same time. And we get to go whoop and clear these things out. This is perfect, man. This is absolutely perfect. The clear is wonderful. Let's try this one more time. This time I'm going to try and do 10 Moabs again and see if it works out a little bit. Oh, we can hit all the way across the screen. He's too fast. Gosh darn it. Okay, Ballista. You know what? All right, Ballista, you're going to make it pretty intense on me here. I'm going to make it have to be perfect. So... First of all, yeah, we got infinite range. It doesn't really matter how much range the Monkey Village has. It's got infinite range already. And then when I send my 10 Moabs here, hopefully, there we go. You can see it does a whopping 2,000 damage to kill all 10 of those Moabs right there. So that's wonderful. That is the max amount, though. If I sent out 11 Moabs, he's not going to insta-kill all 10 Moabs. He's only going to insta-kill 10 out of the 11 here. So when I show you guys, hopefully it works out perfectly. Yeah, there's one Moab left over here trying to run through. Now, it's kind of interesting to look at here, because when we start looking at the other balloons and how much we're actually popping, it's still a little bit weird. I think you can max out at 200. But you only do a certain amount of pierce to these balloons right here, which, again, just very, very interesting. I like it, though. I really like this Monkey Village. Infinite range, on top of doing a ton of damage for only $23,000, on top of, like, making all of your other towers that are primary monkeys even more powerful. This is a very nice tower to get. I highly recommend it. The last thing that I want to talk about here, though, guys, is which upgrade should you buy for this guy? Should you get a 520 or a 502? Well, in my opinion, I think you should probably get a 520, but it depends on what you're trying to do here. And the reason why I say this is because, think about it like this. You get free camo detection for all of your towers on top of stopping regen balloons in his range. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That just helps all of your towers out, especially on those kind of weirder, harder, crazier rounds, and helps out against those possible DDTs right there, man. At least you have that free camo detection. You want to have lead popping power and such, but at least you have that free camo detection. But if you try the other upgrade over here, man, what's going to happen? Okay, well, Monkey Business and Monkey Commerce, how do these guys work? Well, if you look, additional 5% discount, so 15% discount total, but only up to 3rd tier. only up to 3rd tier or less. So we're getting the first 2 tiers for free for all of our primary monkeys. So we're only saving money on those 3rd tier upgrades, and of course those can still be expensive, but may not be worth it in the long run. It kind of depends what you're going for, man, but getting those first 2 upgrades for free can definitely help you out a lot. It's going to just make that 502 just a little bit less effective. We're already getting them for free. Okay guys, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully this was a fairly good video explaining the Monkey Village and all of his little kind of intricate details right there. If you enjoyed, don't forget to press that like button for me. Woo! And of course, have a super duper delicious day.